Oh, it's so bright. Like right in this corner, my thread is falling. Right in this corner, because there's track lighting in the store, and then there's the light. I'm not even using like the lighting. Plus, the windows of the store is in the opposite direction. It's very, very sunny here. So I was looking at the last video I did, and it was so bright. Anyway, hope I'm not glowing. There it is. There is that glow. Hey, I'm not a videographer, so I hope it's not too bright for you guys. Today I'm going to embroider a baby onesie. So I have this onesie here, and I'm going to do a St. Patrick's Day design on it. At first I was thinking to use my St. Patrick's Day fabric that I have, but no. So I'm just gonna use this and this for the clover. I think it looks good together. I think it will look cute. You know, I like color, and I think those two do good together. So let's get into the video. Okay, so here is my design that I'm going to do. The little girl that I'm doing it for, why doesn't, okay, there it goes, it focused now. Her name starts with an H, so that's why H is there, and the little clover on the side. So I am going to save it to my USB, and then we'll get over to the embroidery machine. You guys could see the sun coming through the front door. It is so bright. There's just a lot of glare. I haven't put the shades down, but because I like the sunlight. So I just need to save this design, and I'm going to call it Clover H. And my machine uses PES, so I'm going to save it there and then go find it here and then transfer it to my USB. I have too much things on my computer right now. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Okay, now it's in there, and I just need to eject, and now I can go to the machine. Okay, so every time I touch it with my finger, my girlfriend's voice plays in my head. Use the stylus like every time. Let's find the design. I'm using a 4x4 hoop. Well, 5.5 hoop. Because it's a onesie, it shouldn't be any bigger, in my opinion. The other size was like way too big. So now I just need to set the thread colors, and for your placement stitch, I just always use white. And this I need thread color number 4 because that's where the blue is. And then I'm putting white. It has like a nice, I don't know, bead stitch, I don't know what it's called, that goes on top of the H. I really like that stitch. And this is going to be number 1. And then you have the little pink, which is number 7 on my machine. And that's all. And now I'm just going to set the stops so that this doesn't need a stop here. That doesn't need to stop. That doesn't need to stop. Okay, I think that's it. So my onesie is already hooped. This is where I want the top of it to be, right there. What I can do is put it on the machine and use the camera to line up where I want it to be. I guess I didn't need to unscrew that screw, did I? Okay. Probably should move the table from off of it completely too. It would just be easier. And make sure that nothing is caught under there. It's kind of hard to get the table out now, so it's gonna stay there. And tighten the screws. If you don't tighten the screws, it doesn't recognize the size hoop you have on it. Okay. Let me show you how I use the camera on here. Let me take off this light. How I use the camera on this machine to scan what I'm going to stitch on. Bear with me because I don't know it like off the back of my hand, but I think I tapped this. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what happened there. See, I told you. I don't know what happens there. So that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to put this design in that hoop. So that's not what I wanted. Okay, we're going to do it the original way. I'm going to trace. So I think I'm just going to cancel this, go back to home, and why would that screen not move? Maybe I need to take my machine off now. There is my H. I don't want it there. I want that thing gone. It's telling me to change to a larger hoop now. Okay. I don't know what to do except for taking it off and starting all over again with the design. So let's try that. Okay, switched off. I have done the camera thing and it has worked with this same hoop. So maybe I pressed the wrong button. It's good to see mess ups. It still is there. Wow. I had to have pressed the wrong button. Now I really don't know what to do. I don't know how to get rid of that. There I am using my finger again. Yeah, this is not what I expected on this. Usually it places this design inside the hoop and then I can move this design to where I want it inside the hoop. So I'm not going to play this any longer while I try to figure it out. I'm going to try to figure it out and then I'll come back. And if it works, I'll tell you what I did. Okay, guys. It was literally like 2 minutes for me to figure out what to do. So what I did was I went into here and I went down to page 4. And you see up there where it has background image display, I just turned it off. That's what I did. I hit OK and now it's gone. Plus, the design that I uploaded onto my USB was the wrong size. That's why it was too big. So it should be correct now. This one and set. And I wonder if I should try the camera again. Oh my goodness. I'm trying it again because now I know what to do to turn it off. So. There it is. Do you see what happened there? That's exactly what I wanted to happen. So, my mistake. I had the wrong size design. That's why it was showing on top of the screen, on top of the hoop. Now I have the correct size, so it was placed inside the hoop. So now, I'm going to bring this a little closer. Now I want this H to go down a little bit. Now I have to go back out. Okay, now I want the H to go down a little bit, so I will use my arrows to move it because I want the top of the H to be where that pin is. Okay, it's not going any further because that's the closest it can go before hitting the hoop. And now I want it moved that way, so I'll just use this. Because I want my design in the center of the hoop. I'm just looking at the space here and the space here. I'm back. I had to take a break because I had someone in here. So now, I hope the screen, okay. I hope the light wasn't reflecting on the screen. So the design is where I want it to be. And now I'm gonna set those thread colors again. And the stops. That's what I need. So this one is a stop. I don't need a stop there, and I don't need a stop there. And I don't need a stop there, but I think I need a stop there. So that's it. And I'm going to trace it one more time. I did trace it, but just to be sure where it's going to fall. That one is so close, like the top. I'm just going to put it down a little bit. I think that's fine. And I've never done a design on a baby onesie using the mighty hoop, this little mighty hoop, so, especially an applique design. So it's gonna take, this is learning for me. Okay, that's not bad. So this is gonna stitch out the placement line. So it just stitched out the placement line for the letter H, and this blue is what I'm using for the letter H. The back of it has heat and bond light. You can see the little shine. I just ironed it on, and now I'm gonna put it on there. It's gonna stitch the top. It's gonna stitch on top of it, the H again, and then I'm gonna trim all around it. And then it will continue to do what it has to do. I'll just speed up this process so that you don't have to hear like the machine running. And when I'm trimming it, I'm going to show you how I trim it. The H has stitched out the outline of the H. So now I use these embroidery scissors to trim. And now it's going to get caught in the magnet because the magnet on these hoops are really strong. Anyway, I just try to trim as close as I can without cutting the garment, obviously. And just trim the outline of the H. This is really awkward because it's so tiny. And the magnet. And probably the letter too. Okay, that's the H. I think now it's going to do the outline for the clover, and then I will put the green fabric on top of it, and it will stitch out the outline again on top of the fabric. So the placement line, then I put my fabric, and then I will stitch another line on top of it, and then I trim. So I then place my fabric flat enough so it has a little puckering going on there that I don't like. So I'm going to rip that stitch out and do it all over again. I am trying to get this done before I leave here today, and it is 4:39. I leave here at 5. So now I just need to get this green done again, which means I need to go back. Maybe I should show you guys. So because I want to go back to when I made my boo-boo, and it's already to the next step, I'm just gonna press this needle button, and I'm gonna try 100. Maybe I should try 1,000. 1,000 goes like really. So that's not where I want to go. I just press the buttons until. Okay. I'm just trying to get back to that second placement stitch. There it is. That's it. Okay. And hopefully it stays nice and flat this time. Much better. So now I go trim around the edges, and then it's just gonna satin stitch, do a satin stitch around the whole thing, and I'll be done. Okay, it's after 5, past my time to go home, but I'm done the little baby onesie. I've never been one to like to do baby stuff because they're so little, but I don't have to sew like the little arms and stuff. That's why I never did baby clothes, but this is okay. Like embroidering on this, I enjoy it. Yeah, so this is for a little girl. I'm wondering if to make a little tutu for her, but I have to see if I have matching tulle at home, and if I don't, well, this will be her gift. The next thing I'm going to try to embroider is a baby gown, so that will be my next video. Maybe I'll try to do that tomorrow. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm surprised I did another video. Like I tell you guys, I'm getting more comfortable with this, making videos, and the embroidery is fun. It's fun. I remember people telling me, oh, once you start to do embroidery, you'll go down a rabbit hole with it. And I'm like, no, never. I'm a garment sewer. You know, I love my style. I love garment sewing way more, and now I barely do any garment sewing. I do occasionally, and I do have one coming up, an event on the 25th, but I don't have my Bernina. It's in for service, and it's so hard for me to sew on another machine because I really do like sewing on my Bernina. And I find myself like so annoyed sewing on the little machines. But I have to figure out a style because I only have a couple more weeks, and maybe I'll show you what I'm doing when I'm making that outfit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.